Welcome to Elia, place to connect. Vatnan Kyarosti Vesnak Yatsena Kyan Venusa Karit no Klasinyen Om Kashnadin Kyan So Davina Tasa Denverik no Suchan de Shaka Panyato Vikan Satya Nuku Vinak Chandu Vit Taka Navjina Teshna Vina Klatnusho Damira Kashnai Trino Katna Shati Ben Shota. We live in a changing world. Some of the changes we may not like, but life is change. It's very human to hold on to one's ideal, one's sense of self. That is simply the intellect hanging on to something that it believes to be what it is. To wake up, to become aware that you're far more than the body, more than the intellect, more than the mind. Now, the intellect says, well, how is that? How could that be? To recognize that the whole human experience is simply an experience of transition, moving from one level to another. The intellect attempts to hold on to the level that's most comfortable. That is not the way of the new human. The new human is looking for the moments of transition, to move beyond those things that hold one back. So we experience ourselves in this state of flowing energy that is constantly transcending its past. We are fond of the past, we have photos of the past, we have memories, but what about creating memories of the future? To realize that we are not time bound, we are not space bound, we're actually very free as a physical existence, as a non physical existence, as a combination of both. This duality that we experience is often misunderstood, is misinterpreted, but to realize that the body is simply the foundation of something more. Now, the body may not like that. The body wants to be all it is. It wants to be in charge, it wants to be in control. And the intellect says, yes, we have to keep it in its place. What happens when you awaken? What happens if you suddenly realize that that is not the end all, but that is just the foundation? What's next? You might look at a building being built. You see the foundation, you see the forming of structure, and if you stop there, it never is complete. You never see a building, you just see a part of a structure. And that's the human existence. Humans see themselves as part of a structure, as a something that's stuck, limited. It's going to die. Its limitations constantly forced on you by the beliefs and concepts around you. Every system, every structure depends on keeping you in your place. How dare you transcend a human existence? How dare you be more than what is conditional consensus reality? To realize that you are not what you appear to be. You are not what the world wants you to be. You are not what religions, structures, beliefs, concepts, and conditioning want you to be. You have within yourself a spark of the consciousness that is always in a process of transition, taking more of itself moment by moment with each experience. So each experience is part of the awakening of your true self. The intellect tries to hold that in its place. It says, oh, well, you're just having a dream. You're deluded. You're caught. Something's wrong with you. The mind-body conditions that keep us as this mere human being is not helping. It's not favoring us. It is simply going along with consensus reality, conditions, beliefs, and concepts. What it is to be a human being. What if you suddenly wake up? What if you suddenly realize how temporary this physicalness is? That it is not the end all, it is actually the beginning of something. You are in a state of beginning. As the consciousness, you are moving ever more quickly into something more than what you can imagine you can be. That requires letting go of the past, letting go of the beliefs, concepts, and conditioning that we are born with. Consensus reality says you're a human being and that's it. No more, can't be any more. But what if you are? What if the human being is simply a shell, the body part of you that is just holding everything together or entrapping everything? If you see yourself entrapped, you strive to get free of it. So the mind intellect does not want you to know that you are in a trap. We're in a trap because of consensus reality, beliefs, and concepts. Everything around us enforces that. What happens if you suddenly have a realization that you're more? Immediately the intellect says, no, you can't be more. You've got to be this. This is what it is. You begin to realize that something's amiss. What is the point of being a human being if this is all there is? We see our lifespan. You're born, you live, you die. Fun, isn't it? In between time, you have some fun, you have some experiences. But when you begin to realize that that is not the end all, that's just a speck of what you are. As the consciousness, you are a cosmic being. You are absolute, moving further and further, deeper and deeper into the whole realization of life. Life is not caught in boundaries and parameters. Life is not caught in consensus reality and beliefs. It is difficult to break free of those. But we are reaching a point of human evolution that we must take the next step. We must transcend the boundaries and limitations of this physical world as it is. It doesn't mean that it's going to be gone, but you realize that the earth is part of this transformation. The earth itself is in a state of change. It's becoming something more. We see it suffering in many ways by the stupidity of human existence. But yet, under that, there's something taking place. as is with the human, as is with the earth, as with the whole of this universe. So embrace it. It's not an imagination. It is something that is taking place. To realize that is going to set you free. Otherwise, you remain caught in a mere human being. To embrace the new human is to transcend the old human, to move beyond it, to relieve yourself from the limitations of the past. It's easy to be stuck in the past because it's familiar. But the newness of the consciousness is unknown. It may be a scary journey. Oh, I don't know. Where will we go? What will happen? Will I still be me? Well, you'll be more than me. You'll be all. To be all that you can be moment by moment. That's a wonderful gift of the consciousness. It allows you to expand and to move beyond the parameters and boundaries enforced by the society around you, by your parents, by the past, by all of it. That's an enforcement program that keeps you enslaved. The consciousness, as you embrace that, as it embraces you, you become free. Free of the boundaries and limitations of the past. Fear not, for life is ongoing. Life is in a state of transition, moving faster and faster in a direction that cannot be really comprehended by the intellect. So naturally it's fearful. It wants to keep everything familiar, keep everything the way it is. That's the first step, is to let go of how things are and allow them to become more. We allow the physical body to become more. We allow our intellect to become more. We allow our whole existence, our surroundings to become more. That is the step that humanity is at now. It must take that step or fall into who knows what. So it's our opportunity as the consciousness, as a living, breathing consciousness. The consciousness is all of what life is all of what existence is, and what is beyond what one can imagine. So be embraced as the consciousness in the little parts of your life. Let go, allow, transcend, move beyond the limited ideas and concepts of the past.
Shantara says, thanks, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
And Tim says, thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for your love and support as I love and support you in your transformation moment by moment.